dignitaries, members of the diplomatic corps, the Chief of Defense Staff and the service chiefs here present, family of the late Edward Kofi Omane Boamah, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my honor to welcome you to this maiden public lecture in the memory of our brother, the late Edward Kofi Omane Boamah. Today, we celebrate a remarkable Ghanaian. We honor a patriot. We remember a leader who served with integrity, humility, and distinction. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boamah dedicated his life to public service. He served Ghana with conviction. He strengthened our institutions. He believed in leadership, anchored in service and the national interest. As Minister for Defense, he worked to build a modern, professional, and capable Ghana Armed Forces. He focused and placed great importance on the welfare of our service personnel. This lecture series will keep his ideals alive. It will promote dialogue. It will inspire leadership. It will also encourage future generations to serve Ghana with integrity and patriotism. I want to use this opportunity to thank our chairperson, our speakers, the planning committee, the Pope Jones Old Boys Association, and our sponsors, and everyone who made this event possible. To all our distinguished guests, thank you for being here today. Your presence honors the memory of our exceptional brother and a son of Ghana. On behalf of the Ministry of Defense, I warmly welcome you all and wish you fruitful and memorable lecture. May the legacy of our dear brother, the late Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boamah, continue to inspire us all. May God bless the Ghana Armed Forces. May God bless our homeland Ghana. Thank you.
And are our city authorities doing enough? A few weeks, the cycle gradually closes and the system resets itself to the default mode, which is business as usual, and waits patiently for the cycle to repeat itself during the next heavy rains. Unfortunately, Mr. Chair, this is gradually becoming the trend in Accra, our capital city. The clouds gather, the rains fall, the drains overflow, people are displaced, the headlines return, officials visit affected areas, citizens mourn, relief items are distributed, committees are put in place, then the water recedes, and so does the urgency. This reminds us of the proverbial vulture story, who decides to build a house during the rainy season and never builds when the rains stop. Next slide, thank you very much. Accra's historical vulnerability to devastating floods contrasts sharply with a future vision of a disciplined and secure capital city. City planners envision a resilient city where zoning laws are enforced, illegal building on floodplains is prevented, and early warning systems are in place. If we are to achieve this, we need to embrace the values and disciplines the late statesman stood for. The vision of forcing compliance with zoning laws, eliminating illegal construction on floodplains, and preserving natural waterways, which is very well with Dr. Omane Boamah's background that spans public health, communication, and governance. Next slide, please. Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the core theme of this lecture aligns with Dr. Omane Boamah's rich, dynamic, and interdisciplinary public service career. As an environmentalist, Deputy Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, his leadership role in spearheading the national tree planting and environmental accountability is a legacy we'd always cherish as a nation. This act of environmental care demonstrates his character and profound sense of stewardship. As the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, his coordinating skills, which ensures Ghana's successful participation in the 2013 African Cup of Nations, will continue to serve as a guide for sports administration in Ghana. And his commitment to youth empowerment will never be forgotten with development. Next slide, please. So what is the main issue? Mr. Chairman, Accra's constant flooding is a natural phenomenon that has been enhanced by anthropogenic activities. This has been caused by public systems that have failed to keep pace with the complexity of urban growth in terms of scale and speed. Simply put, flooding in Accra is as a result of our own doing and not always an act of God. Accra, as we all know, is located between the Agyekum Addo to the north and Atlantic Ocean to the south, with a low-lying topography that slopes towards the sea. This facilitates the natural flow of water when it rains. The water is carried into the Atlantic Ocean through a network of rivers and streams, such as the Addo and the Mpeshi. So in the past, water fell, water flowed, and water reached the sea without obstruction. However, this natural system has been disrupted by the fast-growing city. Development has not been intentional about Kofi Omane Boamah Memorial Public Lecture. Mr. Chairman, it is very interesting to note that I proudly share a similar childhood background with the late Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister hailed from Koforidua Efijuase, and I also stayed in Koforidua Efijuase. We both attended Nana Kwaku Boateng Experimental School. He went to Prof Senior High and Minor Seminary in Koforidua. I went to Koforidua Secondary Technical School. Obviously the two best schools in the region. Regards to which one among the two is the best, I leave that to the audience.
Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol as outlined by the previous speakers. We to remember a statesman, a soldier of democracy, and a patriot, but to celebrate a life of service. The late Honorable Dr. Agyekum Omane Boamah lived by a creed that will sound familiar to many in this hall: duty first, country always, whose own life has been defined by discipline, leadership, and selfless service to Ghana. He is a proud Pujuba. It is also a special providence that the chairman this morning once taught the late Honorable Minister at Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. I'll try to keep my introduction shorter than a Pope John prayer period. Dr. Emmanuel Edusa Akodie Akwemumare is a transformational leader whose mission is to turn ailing businesses into thriving institutions. He currently serves as part-time lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, and then since September, president of the Ghana Employers Association. His career, spanning almost 3 decades, reflects business foresight, tenacity, and resilience, all anchored by a deep commitment to nation building and by the grace of God. Mr. Chair is not new to leadership under pressure. As group chairman of CBH Financial Holdings, he led the revival of the group from distress to a high-performing institution. Under his leadership, Phoenix Insurance and Phoenix Life were turned around to profitability. He is also a founder of Gilead Medical and Dental Center, chairman of Peninsula Resort and Golf Club in Akosombo, and was instrumental in the rebranding of Accra City Hotel, which under his board leadership became Ghana's first ISO-certified hotel and won 3 national awards in 1 year. Simply put, where Dr. Edu Sarkodie leads, institutions grow. Beyond boardrooms, Dr. Edu Sarkodie has served both the Republic and its traditional area. As Akwemuma Rehene, he brings traditional leadership and stewardship to his service to nation. He is the mastermind behind the National Buffer Stock Company Limited, a bold policy to secure our farmers and our food systems. He also served as its board chairman. He previously served on the board of the National Investment Bank and currently chairs the Finance and Investment Committee on the Social Security and National Insurance Trust Board. Academically, he holds a doctorate in business administration, a master's in applied business research, a Bachelor of Law from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, and an executive master's in business administration from the University of Ghana. He serves as part-time lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School and is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Economists and Chartered Institute of Taxation. Mr. Chair's mantle of service has earned him national and global recognition, including Outstanding Business Leader of the Decade in 2020 and Chief Executive Officer of the Year in 2019. He is also a founder and president of the Reconciliation Ministry. Your Excellency, please permit me a brief indulgence. Like the late Honorable Minister, the Chair, and many others gathered here this morning, I am also a product of Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. But unfortunately, I didn't quite make it to the major seminary.
Respond to the genuine needs of those he led in the vocation of service. After returning to private practice post-2016 electoral loss of the NDC, a woman arrived at the hospital bleeding profusely. The moment he heard about her condition, he left his consulting room without hesitation, went to the car where she was, cleaned her up, and personally carried her to the hospital for treatment. Human life was at stake, and he refused to let inconvenience stand in the way of saving it. His heart was deeply moved to compassion. That compassion was always translated into action. Not with a desire to exercise authority, but with an innate desire to serve others. Leadership emerges only after a person has first embraced service. Unlike those who seek office for
lecture could not have been timelier. As climate risks intensify, Accra's future hinges on how we plan, adapt, and build resilience. To do us the honor of dissecting this topic, we have a globally recognized coastal geomorphologist and a leading expert in Africa on coastal dynamics and climate adaptation. His pioneering research at the University of Ghana focuses on the complex dynamics of shoreline change, sea level rise, coastal erosion, flooding, and nature-based adaptation strategies. As an associate editor for the high-impact journal Science Advances, his insights have fundamentally advanced the understanding of coastal vulnerabilities across Ghana and the Bight of Benin. He is a highly sought-after speaker who bridges the gap between complex climate data and actionable policy solutions. Coming, Professor Kofi Omane Addo to deliver his presentation.
The next lecture will be on the topic, Accra Beyond Floods, Rethinking Enforcement, Urban Planning and Community Resilience. The speaker for this lecture shall be introduced by an old boy, and he is in the person of Kojuba Colonel David Addo. Shall we please give him a round of applause?